Okay, today I wanted to show you a water feature that we installed, some floating islands with water plants planted in them in this water feature that we planted about 3 months ago. So I'm just going to take a walk around and show you how well they're doing. So here's one of the islands here where you can see we planted some water celery, some blue leaf sedge, there's some parrot feather over there, and some spiked rush. And you can see here this root system that's shot out. And this root system here, that's like your filter media here. The island's made out of a recycled plastic, which is kind of like a biomedia where the bacteria can attach itself and the roots can grow through to create a huge biomass of bacteria and roots. You can see these root systems already growing out, and that's your filter media. All that root system has bacteria grown on it and is filtering the water as it passes through the system. And over here we've got another one. We got another island that's floating here. And you can kind of see these root systems. I'm gonna see if I can put this under the water. You can get a good visualization underneath the water of what the root system look like. Hopefully that gets you a good visualization of what it looks like underneath the islands over here, as well as the water streams down. These water celery will continue to grow along this stream, and this whole thing in a year or two will be socked in with water plants, and so all the water will be filtering through a huge biomass of roots that will filter the water. And then we've got this parrot feather over here. You can see all the root systems of the parrot feather, they're all intertwined. And this was just put in 3 months ago. You can see all the intertwining of the root systems that are filtering this water and keeping this water really clean and clear. And you can also see all the little aquatic snails that are feeding on the algae on the rocks. That's a really big one right there. So you can tell the water system's very healthy and clean and clear. So as we go through the stream, we also have some bog buttercup that are filtering the water. We have a natural aquatic grasses that also attach themselves to these silt areas. And this grass can get pretty weedy, but every year, see, it accumulates all this sludge. It only grows in the sludge. We've got some bugs in there. You can actually pull out this grass and use it as mulch, or just throw it out in the garden out there and let it turn back into soil. But that's one way you can get rid of this sludge layer, is let these grasses come and catch all that sludge and then weed it out. You don't want this grass to grow too much in your water feature, because it will actually become a weed. So you just want a little bit there to catch the sediment, and then you can pull that sediment out and get rid of it. So we've got some blue leaf sedge that's sucking up nutrients, some more water celery. Now this was planted just a little stalk right here. This was the main stalk right here. There was 1, 2, maybe 3 stalks that were planted here 3 months ago. And look how much it's all grown. And so you much rather have this growth than crazy algae. So, and this water celery is actually celery, so you can actually eat it. And it has a very strong celery taste. This one stalk here has more flavor of celery in it than a whole celery that you would buy from the store. So I like this buttercup. See all these little root systems? All these are all filtering the water. See? You got little snails on there and filtering all this water. So as these grow out into the stream, this is your biomass. All this is all biomass. It's filtering your water naturally. Some more sedges. More water celery. And then up here, the discharge pool, we have another island. You can kind of see the undulating the water. We have a pipe underneath all this that just kind of, so it looks like the water just springs out of the ground. And we like to put islands right on top of the pipe. So all the water that comes up from the bottom, that gets piped up to the bottom, hits this biomass of this island and the water plants and filters all the water even before it hits the system. And so, because a lot of people, like as you see, will just plant water plants along the edge. And the plants only filter the water that actually passes through its root systems. So if you only have water plants on the edges, it's only filtering the water that's on the edges. And that's why I like this water celery and the pennywort, is that the whole root system will come and this whole area will be socked in with plants from bank to bank and into the middle. And so all the water will be passing through a biomass of roots as well as a biomass of roots of an island. So all the water is getting filtered, not just the water that happens to get over to the edge. So hopefully this is a good demonstration of a way to naturally have a water system filtered through a biomass of roots. This has no mechanical filtration. As you can see, there's no algae growth, except for obviously a little bit of greening on the rocks, which is totally natural. But this water can be swam in, just like going in the river or swimming in a lake or a pond. And it's virtually no maintenance, and you let nature clean your system.